Art has always been the forefront for us as Indigenous people, and it's how we tell each other apart. It's how we shared our stories, our emotions and our feelings that have gone into our tools.
I think my favorite thing about Creative Resistance is the versatility in skill sets that we offer and share and utilize for NDN.
We're just providing opportunity for people who don't have access and who don't have the means of experience or materials or resources. And so our team comes in and supports not only NDN Collective, but like our supporting allies and relatives in this case.
As the Creative Resistance team, we help facilitate and coordinate different training opportunities throughout the year. So for the past couple years, we've had different art builds and trainings around the country.
We really want to capture the community's voice and creativity and the issues they may be working on at the current moment. It's also a chance to educate ourselves on what people are going through, environmental justice that we all kind of similarly fight on the different regions, different areas. It's also a way to share tools with each other, shared experiences, sharing stories, using these projects to get to know each other.
Pull it. I see.
When you're doing direct action, people are going to visually see the people, see the messaging. They're going to see what's on their signs. Are they organized? I don't know what people are yelling about, but oh, here's a banner that's saying, stop the genocide. So it's like the messaging is really important, and it can be hurtful or helpful to your movement as well. If you have just very graphic words and images of violence, it could invoke more. But if you have information to kind of invite people to educate themselves, that can be more impactful. So I think, in orgs, like they kind of just like, we're gonna strategize and we're gonna take the streets and we're gonna march. It's like, okay, but what's the message? How can we really convey that so the folks that are on the sidelines or just oblivious or, they don't know what's going on, how can we educate these people and inspire the people that we're comrades with to keep going?
So in the past month, been to various territories, from visiting our relatives in Hawaii, Seattle, Portland, Flagstaff, working with different nations across Turtle Island. A lot of it is the same struggles, the same fight, the same messaging, the liberation and land back for our people, the sovereignty, our food sovereignty, our language, our culture and traditions. Everything that we once had that was taken from us, we are starting to reclaim through our own lens, our own perspective, and our own narrative. So this is a screen that we've created out of the process of maskies, using vinyl to create the lettering for the ink to go through. We use sticky tack transfer paper in order to transfer the vinyl to the imagery on the screen. And from here, we'll be making some patches for our relatives at the marches, at the rallies, and for our relatives here at the event. I had some touch-ups, but I fixed it. Liberation equals land back, ceasefire now. In solidarity with our Palestinian relatives.
In this space, we kind of have curated a layout for community to just come in and partake in painting, stenciling, sewing. So there's a lot of skills that we share, and so it's also just an opportunity. We kind of create the space, create the environment to be family friendly. So we encourage people to bring their kids, bring their family, bring your grandparents. Yeah, we just wanted to make it an accessible space. So it's been really awesome, no matter what region we're in.
The internet has really taken us away from hands-on work, and wheatpaste is one of the tools that we want to revive. In a lot of places, movements are not necessarily using them anymore, and but the history lives in a lot of those communities and a lot of those places. So it's a way of kind of just dusting that tool off again and giving it back to the community. And also, you know, it's also a time to like kind of put your phone down, put your computer down, get your hands dirty, and do some hands-on work. Get out here and breathe underneath the sun, underneath the rain and the snow and the cold and the heat. We have left it in the hands of people who've misused it, misrepresented, and a lot of times leave the people out of it, you know, leave community put out of it. And so this creative resistance team here we're here to actually provide resources and provide this tool, not only teach and not only like install this amazing installation, tall installation, but also leave the experience and leave the tools with the community so that somewhere in the near future they can run something like this on their own. But also like do a little bit of follow-up afterwards and see where people have taken this project. It doesn't have to be this scale, it doesn't have to be this big or massive, but at least the skill now lives in this community, and whether it happens here or elsewhere, that's the goal. That's a long-term goal for us.
So I think it's important that we have these skills, and it's important that we create spaces where community is invited in and where we can share experiences and stories and come up with ways to build a better future.
We're tired of other people creating the narrative and the messaging for us and interpreting it the way that they feel is needed.
Whenever we create something, we're able to stand up and say, you know, we're still here, we're still creating, whether it be through song, dance, visual art, performative art. So I think each time we put a brush or we dance to a movement, you know, like there's no revolution without dance, right? So it's like everything that we do that expresses our emotions and our creativity shows that we still have our culture, that we still have our humanity, and that we're still persisting and resisting with our existence in creation.
We as Indigenous people need each other. We need to tell stories, we need to share, we need to relate to one another. Our school system, our job, our education is not nurturing that, and we got to take it upon ourselves to be those people, be the bridge, you know. We used to know our neighbors, you know, and now we've strayed from that. So I think art is really saving lives. It's nurturing our lives and nurturing people. And I always open the door for people that want to learn. I'm not trying to bring artists in. When I recruit and invite people, organizations and communities and groups try to send their artists, but I want to work with people that have it in their heart to create and are interested and that can stay and be engaged. Because there's a lot of talent that's out there, and a lot of times we don't allow opportunity or allow it to grow and flourish in the ways that it could be. And so that's what I'm passing on in this project as Creative Resistance. Yeah. Okay, thank you.